This is a stepping stone to the future. This is a direct path to NextGen. Investing in this will pay off for many, many years. It will help you get to the place we all want to be, to trajectory-based operations. CTOP is the natural progression of the way we've been doing business for a number of years. We started with ground delay programs and moved through airspace flow programs. CTOP takes that to the next level.
So once CTOP comes online, if a constraint appears in the National Airspace System and CTOP is chosen as the tool to handle that constraint, those operators that are ready and willing to participate with CTOP are going to be at an advantage in terms of being able to avoid delays.
It's shifting the FAA from telling the aircraft operators or flight operators, here's your delay, or here's your route assignment, you will fly this route, to here's the constraint, I can accept only 60 an hour through a piece of airspace, but I have demand of 80. So I need to assign routes or delays, but I'm going to make those assignments based on what the flight operator is providing to me. They'll provide 4, 5, 6 options, and they'll express that route preference based upon I'm willing to accept 20 minutes of delay, then take me off route option 1, put me on route option 2. And some of those route options may be to avoid that constrained airspace completely, in which case they're able to have their business needs met, and the FAA is able to maintain that safety and capacity that's available within the system.
Everyone wants a better way to do business. Like everything else we've done in the past, sometimes it's hard to get to that.
I think the question is more of not having enough people ready to participate fully and provide those trajectory options, those route options to the system.
Over the next year, it's very important that all the participants are on board with the requirements for automation. In other words, how can they make their systems talk to CTOP, and to understand exactly the flexibility that they're going to be given for the first time. That's very, very different from the way we've been doing business.
This is really going to be a win-win scenario where business aviation can benefit from the increased flexibility and efficiency, and FAA can benefit on their side through being able to leverage more automation in managing constraints in the National Airspace System.
A major constraint event could generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional costs or savings depending on how we approach it. I think that CTOP gives us the most flexible ability, the most flexible way to deal with the constraint that we've ever had, certainly in the almost 30 years I've been dispatching.
For me personally, this is an exciting time to be deploying CTOP out because it is taking those giant steps towards those next-gen concepts.
We see this as a very important piece of the next generation air traffic management system.
CTOP will, for the first time, allow the operator to electronically negotiate trajectory options around weather and other system constraints in line with what works best for them. This concept was derived through the collaborative decision-making process between the FAA, airlines, and the MBAA, and it will also move us closer to our next-gen objectives.
On the first day of operation, I will probably be in my operations center in Chicago working the air traffic control desk. Hope to ask the command center, how about we do a CTOP program?